Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and this is going to be a look at another flashlight from Thrunite. And when they told me they were going to send me this for review purposes, I was pretty excited because it's a little bit different than what I would normally carry as far as an EDC flashlight. I normally tend to stick to smaller, thinner, lighter flashlights, maybe AA or AAA, something easy to slip in and out of the pocket, but it doesn't take up too much room. But once in a while, I do want to carry something that's going to give me a lot more lumens, but I don't want such a big form factor. And I think for the most part, this particular flashlight definitely fit that bill. This is the Thrunite TN12. And again, it comes in their now standard cardboard boxes, very minimal. When you go ahead and open up the box, the first thing that you're greeted with on the very top is the user manual. And again, I always do recommend checking out the user manual, especially with flashlights that have multiple modes like this one does, because it'll give you the ability to learn how to access and use those different modes so you get the full potential out of your flashlight. So that's the user manual. The flashlight is next. We'll go ahead and set that to the side and take a look at some of the other accessories. You do get a nice holster, in my opinion. I do enjoy the form factor of this holster because it is very thin. It's the exact size of the flashlight, so you don't get an overly bulky holster that's going to kind of get in the way, especially if you want to go ahead and throw it on your belt by sliding it through here or throwing a carabiner on the top and attaching it to a bag or something like that. You're not going to have this really bulky holster holding your flashlight there. It's nice and thin. You have Velcro closure on there and then some elastic on the sides. The flashlight slides in there and it fits nice and snug, and then the flap right here with the Velcro holds it in nice and secure. Going with the secure form factor, you also get this really nice wrist lanyard. And again, I enjoy these a lot more than your regular size lanyards. I find them to be a little bit too long. The wrist ones are just the right length for everyday usage. So the way this works is you attach this to the flashlight, and then if, let's say, you're walking your dog at night or going to get the mail or something like that, you can slide this onto your wrist, and then this little piece slides up to secure it. So as you're walking around, if by any chance you might drop the flashlight by mistake, it's not going to fall onto the floor. It'll just hang there, and then all you have to do is reach down and grab it, and you're good to go. Once you're done, you just slide this off, and there it is. And again, if you always keep this on the light, it's not going to be too long to where it's going to get in the way. So again, I do enjoy these wrist lanyards a lot better. And then you also have this little plastic bag, and it has a couple of extra accessories, some spare O-rings, 2 of them, and then you have a spare tail cap switch. So those are all the accessories that come with your Thrunite TN12 flashlight. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the flashlight itself. So here it is. So at first glance, you can definitely tell that if you've seen some of the other flashlights that I normally carry in part of my EDC, it is a little bit bigger. Normally I carry flashlights that are about half that size. Now this particular light does run on 2 different batteries. It'll either run on 2 CR123s or it'll run on 1 18650 rechargeable battery. So it gives you a couple of options, which is really nice, especially if you are using the 18650s and it runs out of charge. You can always throw in a couple CR123s while you're charging the other one if you only have one. This is aircraft grade aluminum, so even though it is a little bit bigger, it's still going to retain that nice lightweight feel to it, but it is very, very sturdy. And that's one of the things that I really liked about it, is that it feels really sturdy in the hand. It feels like it's going to work very nicely. It doesn't rattle or anything like that. And again, it has a nice, comfortable form factor. You do have some functional knurling on the body and on the head right here, or on the tail cap right here. So if you do, when you do unscrew it to change out the batteries, or when you're holding it, if your hands are sweaty or wet or anything like that, it's not going to slip out of your hand. The pocket clip is also nice and secure, so you have some nice spring tension on it. When you slide it onto the pants, it holds the flashlight in there, so you're not going to have to worry about losing this flashlight. The pocket clip definitely keeps it in place. Now, one thing for my usage that I did have to get used to is the positioning of the clip itself. It's a little bit lower than I would normally like. I normally prefer it to be a little bit higher so that the flashlight sits lower in the pocket. But in using it, I quickly found that that's actually a little bit more beneficial, that it sticks out, because of the size of it. It makes it a little bit easier to pull out of your pocket when you go to use it. So, that's one thing to keep in mind. On the top right here, you have a couple slits open in there, and that's where you would attach the lanyard if you want to go ahead and use it. And then in the middle, you have your rear tail cap switch, which is what you would use to turn the light on and off. And then towards the front right here, you have your side switch, which is what you use to cycle through the different modes of the light itself. Speaking of modes, this flashlight has 5 different modes, and then it has one hidden mode. So again, what you'll do is go ahead and hit the tail cap switch, and we'll go ahead and ramp it down to the first mode, and this is your Firefly mode. This is 0.3 lumens, and this will actually run for 1,585 hours. So out of the batteries that this flashlight uses and the size of it, you're getting minimal light, but for a prolonged amount of time. So this is definitely a great option or mode to have on any flashlight, in my opinion. So to go ahead and go through to the different mode, what you'll do is you'll press the side switch right here, and that'll jump it up to the low mode, which is 20 lumens. Go ahead and press it again, and it'll go to medium, which is 280 lumens. Press it again, and it'll go to high, which is 800 lumens. And then press it one more time, and it'll go to turbo, which is 1,050 lumens. So again, this is the output that I wanted to test, which is the 1,050 lumens out of a light this size. And for the most part, it's performed very, very well. Again, this is a little bit bigger than I would normally carry, but I wanted to test out that amount of output coming out of a flashlight this size. And I was, pretty happy to say that it worked very, very nicely. It's got a really nice throw to it. It's nice and crisp and clean. It lights up a whole room if it's nice and dark. If you go outside and you need to, flash it into the trees and things like that, it definitely works very, very well. So those are the 5 different modes from Firefly all the way up to turbo. And then your hidden mode, if you go ahead and turn it on and you press the side switch, leave it pressed, it'll actually jump into your strobe mode, which is again 1,050 lumens on strobe. And then all you have to do is just press the switch again, and it'll go to the mode that it was previously at. So there it is. That was the hidden mode and how to access it. Now, it will come on and off on the last mode that you left it on. So as you guys can see, I left it on Firefly, but let's say if I ramp it up to, let's say medium, which is again 280 lumens, and I turn it off, once I turn it back on, it'll always come back on to that medium mode. Now, it'll do that with any of the 5 standard modes, but it will not do it with strobe. Strobe, you actually do have to go ahead and press the side switch, and again, from any mode, and it will access the strobe mode. So there it is. This is the Thrunite TN12. Again, this is running off of one 18650 rechargeable battery or 2 CR123 batteries. Now, I did want to mention that Thrunite has again offered a discount code for this particular flashlight. So as of the posting of this video, which is August 20th, 2015, for the whole day today, they're going to be offering 10% off of this light itself. So if you guys are interested, I'll go ahead and post the description, the coupon code, and the site to get it from down in the bottom of the description. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and get it from there. I definitely do recommend it. At a really great price point, you're going to get a really awesome flashlight. I know a lot of people favor this particular light or lights of this size or quality or functionality as part of their EDC. So this is, again, it's not as hard to carry as I thought it would be. Like I mentioned before, I do favor smaller flashlights. But, once in a while, you do want a little bit more output. So this is definitely a great light for that. It could definitely double as a car light or a bag light or anything like that. So you can definitely throw this into, a bag and have it as far as like maybe a secondary or, again, a primary flashlight as part of your EDC. So again, if you guys are interested, this is the Thrunite TN12. I'll go ahead and leave the link below and the coupon code in the description. So if you guys want to go ahead and use it, again, it'll be good for all day today, which is August 20th, 2015. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.